All right, Dream Season Live. Here's a story of the deer that we call the Big Nine. Our history with this deer started the September before last, so the 2023-2024 season. We put a cell camera out, a spot that we call Houston Gap, and within hours of having it out, we had pictures of a beautiful 9-point. We were very excited about this deer because we knew he was going to blossom into a mature deer the next season. September rolled around, we got back from our elk hunt. We put our first cell camera out, and within hours we had pictures of a deer that we called the Big Nine. Right off the bat, when we got that first picture, I knew this is the deer that I wanted for the season, and this is the deer that I kind of started to dedicate my season to. Unfortunately, as most mature deer always do, when we zigged, he zagged. We could not catch up to him. Finished out archery season, still no encounters with this deer. We were starting to wonder if he had moved off the farm. We were getting less and less pictures of him. Kind of starting to worry if he was either dead or he had moved his core area and decided to rut somewhere else this year. Opening morning of rifle season rolled around, and we get up in the stand. Dad spotted some movement at the bottom of the field, and I pulled up my binoculars, and I knew immediately I was looking at the Big Nine. He was with a doe, he was tending her, and he pushed her right back into the woods. But that's all we needed to really start forming a plan on this deer. That next morning, spot some movement at the base of the field, pull out my binoculars, and there he is. He was 350 yards away. All I could do was stare at him in the rifle scope. He was too far from the camera. Dad was telling me no. We watched him stay in a 20-yard radius with his doe. After about 2.5, 3 hours, he pushed her back into the woods. We got down. Mom texted us, said she made biscuits and gravy, so that saves a lot of deer's lives. And as we're sitting at breakfast, Dad asked me where I wanted to be that evening. We knew he was in the area. So I told Dad, I was like, we need to be right back in Houston Gap.
All right, Dream Season Live. It is the evening of November 17th. We're going back to a spot we had a great hunt at this morning called Houston Gap. The reason we're going back there is our main target, deer that we call the Big Nine, has a doe locked down about 350 yards from our stand. And with the wind we have, we just can't get in close to him. So what we're hoping is he makes a mistake, lets his doe pull him out into the field, and we can get a good clean shot on him. It's overcast. DeerCast says good for this evening. A little warm, but it's November 17th, deer's still rutting, so we're gonna get on into the stand, and we'll see you guys once we get there. We'll keep you updated throughout the hunt.
I took one step onto the platform, climbing up into my tree stand, and looked down the field, and I saw a doe pop out, and I just knew. There he was, right behind her. All right, Dream Season Live. We're back in a stand we call Houston Gap. This morning we were on a big 9-point who's had a doe locked down in this cornfield, this cut cornfield, for 2 days now. Well, we just got in the stand and he just popped out with this doe at about 300 yards. We're hoping he gets a little closer. We literally, I just loaded my gun. We've been in the stand not even 5 minutes. His doe's feeding about 315 yards. We'd like to get him closer than 250 if we can, so now we play the waiting game and hope he comes in. So I'm gonna sit down and get my gun on him at least. Hopefully he ends up closer here in the next few minutes, so stick with us. Guys, I'm just trying to let him get a little closer. His doe's acting like she wants to come closer, so if I can get him to 200, that'd be great. But if he turns to go, or starts to get any further, I'm shooting him. What do you think right there? There we go. 230. Should I try him? Right there. We didn't even get climbed up in the stand. I pulled up my binoculars. A doe, I knew it was his doe, because she's real gray. I pulled up and looked behind her, and he's working a scrape right behind her. I'm fired up. That's the big 9. That's the deer I've been after since September 15th. That's the deer that was, yes. Oh, I know it hit him. About knocked him off his feet.
What would Coon Dog say?
Pow, baby, pow. What a hunt. What a hunt. Let's go get him. I felt good. What do you think?
It looked good. It looked real good.
It hit him hard. It was a smack. Let's go. Let's go. Yes. All right, guys, we just got down. We just made contact with the big 9, 230-yard shot. It looked good. We reviewed the footage on the camera. We're back on solid ground, so we're gonna go see if we can find him. It looked like he was going down right when Dad loses sight of him, so we're pretty excited. Hopefully, he ain't far. Let's go get him. Hopefully, he's laying up here not far. We're getting close. I'm getting a little nervous. So, but man, I'm just excited. It's been a grind of a season. Total grind of a season. We've been hunting our butts off. Dad's been hunting his butt off. Some days missed from school. I already maxed out my absence days for the year. Just getting in the tree as much as we can. And just like with anything else, consistency pays off, always. That's the one thing you can control. You can't control the deer coming out. You can't control how close the deer is gonna be. Half the time you can't even control what direction the wind's gonna blow, because you never really know. He's dead right there. He's dead right there. Let's go. He didn't make it 30 yards. Winchester Model 70 Loopold combos, deadly, baby. Come on. Deer Season XP. Ooh. He didn't make it out of the field, baby. Let's go. Oh. Dirt nap. Oh.
Yeah, buddy.
What a stud. Oh man, we worked hard for this one. Ooh. Guys, here he is. Look at this absolute stud. Man, am I proud of this deer. We've been hunting hard since opening day, September 15th. And here we are, November 17th. It's been an absolute grind. I'm very thankful to finally have gotten an opportunity at this deer. Since the start of the season, I knew this is the buck I wanted to go after. Just an awesome buck, mature 5 or 6 year old deer. Just could not be more excited, could not feel more blessed and more thankful to have an opportunity to deer like this. And it makes all the summer grind, all the hours in the tree stand, all the sleepless nights worth it. So super proud of this deer. Take a look at him.
All right, Dream Season Live. Mason's tagged out. He killed a big 9 point. So we have a guest in town, a special guest. I'd like everyone to meet Uncle Don. What's going on, everybody?
Got my favorite uncle, Uncle Don, here in camp. We want to tell you a story about him and a deer that we called the 7-9. Our history with the deer that we called the 7-9 started 2, maybe 3 years ago. We had this little 7 point. At the start of the season, one of the first deer we had pictures of was this 7 point, but as a 5-year-old, he had blown into a 9 point, and this is how he got his name, the 7-9. November 11th, the 7-9 showed back up, and he had a nasty wound on his shoulder. We were unsure of what had caused this wound. The evening of November 24th, we finally had a good wind. Our hunt was good, just a few deer milling around the green plot, and then right at dark, big-bodied deer stepped into the field limping, and I told Uncle Don to get his gun. I knew immediately it was the 7-9.
Let's go, Uncle Don. Ding dong. It's a big old bug. Yes, good.
Might not celebrate too soon.
Come on.
Make sure we find it.
You better not have missed a 50-yard shot. All right, Dream Season Live. We've given this deer about 6 hours. You saw the shot a little bit back. To be safe, we called in a Jack Houston with Missouri Drone Deer Recovery. Jack come in, sent the drone up, and we found the deer dead. Looks like he's been dead for a while.
There's some blood. There's some blood right here. There he is, right there. Holy crap. Look at this sucker. He's a stud, boy.
That was a long 6-hour wait, huh, Uncle Don?
That's a big, long 6-hour wait. Look at the mass on that brother.
Uncle Don got it done. The shot actually turned out a little better than we thought. I'm super excited about this deer for my Uncle Don. He was an important part of my hunting development as a child. Interesting thing about this buck, he's been shot by an arrow. Probably wouldn't have made it through the winter, so we're pretty fortunate that we could get in front of him before the winter got him. So we're gonna wrap this interview up and get him back to the house and show him off. Good job, old man.
Thank you.
We're adding new videos every week, so make sure to click that subscribe button and check out all of our amazing content. This episode of DoD TV was brought to you by Leupold.